And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a special segment of the Smite Update. This is the roundtable discussion. We do have the ladies of Smite going around the table here tonight. We do have Hi-Rez Kelly. Kelly, how's it going?
Hello, everyone.
We
How are you
also
all?
we also have Little Mama Sita. Little Mama Sita, how's it going?
Oh, hey, hi, how are you?
Zombie Unicorn, welcome back. We had you on Smite Talk last week. Welcome to a Smite Update.
Hello.
We have Smitten. You've been on several roundtables. How's it going?
Hello, love.
And finally, we have Doom Princess. How are you?
Derps and dooms to you all.
Alrighty, awesome. Well, once again, guys, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your evening to come on the show tonight. This is actually, I tried to do this like almost a year ago, and then it never ended up doing it. And then finally, I was like, I have to do this before we go ahead and the game launches. So I'm happy
I remember
that
you
that's right.
emailing us about that a year ago.
Yeah, it was. It was about a year ago. So I'm happy that I got a chance to go ahead and move this forward. So gonna go around the table. We'll start out with Doom Princess and just kind of ask, what have you been up to this week in Smite?
What have I been up to this week in Smite? Actually, I have taken a step back from actually playing Smite. Some of you guys out in the community know I am an avid Smite cosplayer. So I have been working my tail off. I have 3 costumes that I hope to premiere by the time of the launch tournament. So I've been painting and hot gluing and sewing and crying and making costumes. So I haven't actually been playing. I have had the streams up in the background, so I'm not missing a beat of it. But I've just been making costumes. I've been shut up in my room, just crafting away.
Okay, Smitten, what about you?
I just finished a 24-hour stream
Ooh.
it was a fundraiser to get me and Soap to 100K, and we were successful, and we'll be there, baby. We're gonna have a Smitten hug booth. No kissing, because I don't want to get sick, but hugs for everybody. Just hanging out, streaming every day.
Awesome.
All day, every day, baby.
What about you, Zombie?
I also just finished a 24. Actually, it ended up being 25-hour stream.
Oh, had to one-up you there, huh?
Yesterday.
Had to one-up you there.
I didn't mean to. I got stuck doing. I was doing a contest,
Okay.
and I had to judge all the it was a Minecraft server build contest, and I had
Sure.
to judge them all at the end. I was like falling asleep at the end, but it was fun. It was good. It was good stuff. I played Smite. I raged a little bit because I was really tired, but it was just fun.
Okay.
Sleepy rage is best rage.
Yes. Yeah, right. Somebody has a lot of breathing over the microphone. I'll put it out there. Do you guys hear that as well? So
I hear it.
it's somebody.
I don't hear
It's somebody.
anything.
Anyways, if somebody could try to take a look and fix that, that'd be awesome. Little Mama Sita, what have you been up to recently with Smite?
I've been playing Smite and Sassy Nerds, and I made little wings, a lot of glitter, and yeah, it worked.
It looks awesome. It looks awesome. Good job.
And playing Smite and yelling at nerds. That's what I do.
Alrighty, cool. And Kelly, what have you been up to in Smite?
Well, besides all the work and preparation that we've been doing for the launch tournament, I've been busy getting that gold league. Right now, I'm top 20% silver, and I've just been focusing on that. I'm usually not much for league and Smite, but I don't know why. I really want to get gold.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's awesome. Yeah. I've like dabbled into League a tiny bit, but not enough, and so good for you for being gold. That's awesome.
Oh, I'm silver, but I'm top 20% silver, so I'm trying to sustain my top 20%.
Okay.
And I gotta keep playing a few league games every day because I keep getting pushed out.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag the climb.
Yes. All right. Well, cool. Well, guys, the way the roundtable works is I have a variety of different questions and topics that we're kind of just going to talk about today. Throw them around the table, and people can comment on it. They don't have to comment on it. They could just brush it aside. And it's very relaxed. Nothing serious. None of my shows are super serious, and that's kind of the way I like to keep it. Without a doubt there. So the first kind of topic or question I have, and let's see. We're going to throw it to Smitten because she's typing right now and we can hear her. So we're going
I'm
to
not typing anything. That is zombie. Look, you can see her like doing this. Put your hands up like this.
That's right.
Like
That's
this.
right. That's right. So
Hands up.
first question, and this will go around the table, and I'm interested to hear it from everybody, is growing up, when did you realize you didn't follow a typical female girl gamer stereotype with having a very strong interest in gaming? So, when did you realize, hey, like,
What?
let me reword that. growing up, when did you guys?
One more time.
Let me reword that. When growing up, when did you guys realize you didn't follow a typical girly girl stereotype because you had a strong interest in gaming?
Whenever like
that first.
my.
So we'll throw it to
like
Smitten. We'll throw it to Smitten first.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead,
Okay, so, all right. So, when did I realize I wasn't a girly girl? I was about 7 years old whenever I wanted to have Nerf gun fights with my dad more than I wanted to play Barbies, and
Okay.
play N64. Or I'm sorry, not N64, the Super NES, more than go shopping or anything like that. I've always been kind of a tomboy, so.
Okay, Kelly, you were jumping in there. What about you?
I don't know. Like, my parents are both nerds and gamers, and they play Dungeons and Dragons every week. So it wasn't really like I realized I wasn't a girly girl. It's just how it's like my genetics. It's always how I was always like raised. It wasn't anything that was like out of the ordinary because my big sister was a giant like anime and video game nerd, and my parents were huge sci-fi nerds.
Wow, so it was definitely, your entire family definitely. That's kind of cool though to have that support from your family on that, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Any other comments from any other ladies in regards to that?
I feel like I was always a girly girl, even though
Okay.
I did like all kinds of sports and played video games a
Okay.
lot. I don't think that they were like one against the other. I
Okay.
think you could be both, you know.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
no, and that's and I like it's definitely good to know that. Like, I'm not trying to put stereotypes out there. I guess that's the main focus of it. What about anyone else? Anyone else or?
Well, like, for me, because I have a twin brother, and so
Okay.
like we always played video games, but like now that I'm older, I realize that I was always a rager, because he'd always beat me, and I'd always hit him with the controller, and we would play so many like controllers, and I'd like throw them against the wall, or I'd just hit him in the head with it. And
So
I guess
violent.
That's when I realized. It's a Spanish family. You get used to it. I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, I was I guess a little rager, because he was always better than me, and now it's kind of the opposite. Now I'm like the cool kid because I'm a PC gamer and he's a console peasant.
Console.
I mean,
Still
what?
a little rager though. Like, like there hasn't been much change. Sorry.
No,
I
I've
had
gotten
to.
better. I haven't broken a mouse yet. I did break once, but I haven't broken anything yet, so I'm good.
Alrighty, moving on to the next one. I'll throw this over to Doom Princess first. As a child, did your parents ever frown upon you being into video games, or how did they typically react to your passion or hobby?
You know, my mom raised me and my sister as a single parent,
Okay.
and so we were latchkey kids most of the time. The thing was that she told us is love what you love, but you know, school is school. Keep your grades up, and as long as our grades were up, she never really not cared, because that makes it sound insensitive. She didn't really mind whatever we did as long as we were happy. That was her big thing. Is
Okay.
you know, you guys have fun, you guys play, you be happy, you know, keep your grades up in school. School's important, you know, it's a part of life, whatever. And so, I mean, the only thing she didn't like is, you know, this is kind of coattailing on the last question. Me and my sister would get into like fist fights over playing video games. We were not nice to one another about that. So she didn't really enjoy that aspect, but
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, we were always friends. It's just we got a little super ragey when we were playing Mario Brothers. So, I mean, I had a very supportive mother in the fact that as long as you're happy, healthy, and you're doing right by school, then have fun, do what you want, don't care.
Awesome. Also, what about anyone else?
I did a lot of sports. I always did like gaming for fun, but
Okay.
I just started getting like hardcore into gaming the past few years, and they never really. I'm like about to be 27. They don't care. They're like, yeah, whatever you do is your job as long as you're happy.
So they definitely, I guess I could throw it over there. They definitely like support your current, like, because I think you had told me on Smite Talk, like, this is like your job, like this is how you earn income.
Oh yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
all
yeah,
about that. Okay.
They knew that I always wanted to do something and I would do something big, whether it was journalism or music or whatever I was doing before. They knew I would do something, so they're glad that I finally like found what I am going to be doing. You know what I mean? So they're supportive.
Sure. Okay. Anyone else?
I mean, my parents would like spend dinner talking about World of Warcraft and everything, so I don't think they ever had anything against. Like, my mom didn't bring me my homecoming tickets one time because she was in a raid in WoW and couldn't.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Yep, I forgot that.
Wow.
You are the exception to the rule of like everyone's parents.
Right?
That's great. That's so great. Oh man.
Okay, what about you, little Mamacita? I know you were jumping in there a little bit.
Well, because like we grew up in LA, and it wasn't nice there, so there wasn't like we couldn't really go out, we couldn't do anything.
Okay.
So my mom would just give us like she worked, and we just played video games. Me and my brother. I think it's like all we had, so we just played games. It was a form of distraction, and I think she was okay with it. And she never said. Now she bugs me. She's like, "You dress up like a kid," because I wear nothing but like t-shirts
Okay.
and like sweatpants or yoga pants, and she's like, she wants me to be more girly, and I'm like, but I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm like playing video games. I don't need to dress up, you know. Like, and she gives you crap about it, but I think she's more like it's a different time for her. Like
Yeah.
she's from Mexico, so they didn't have any of this stuff. She didn't understand what I do, and trying to explain it to her, and she's just, and video games creep her out. Like I didn't know this, but she's like, she looks at them like, it's so weird. Where the little characters are, and it's kind of funny. She's like, she doesn't understand it, but so I just like, she just lets me be. She's like, okay, you do your thing. That it's weird,
Okay.
and I'm okay with it.
Okay. So we'll move I guess into another kind of topic here, and we'll throw this over to Kelly first. What are your thoughts on? And everyone has different opinions of this, and that's why I thought I wanted to bring it to the table here. But Kelly, what are your thoughts on female-only tournaments?
I don't know. They have their niche, and I'm sure people want those to provide some kind of women's right. I don't know. I've always been really iffy about the issue and about that, and the same thing with all women teams. It's always been my thought that if a woman is the best, why would she not just be a part of a team with men in it? Why does it have to be an all women's team?
Yeah.
And I don't think, besides a few FPS teams, like I haven't seen any MOBA teams that have ever had like a single female in it, unless I'm mistaken. But the same goes for all female tournaments. Why would you want to fight against only females when you can fight against the best? And stuff like Soul Calibur, who there's a really, really amazing Soul Calibur player. Her name is Kayane, and she beats anyone of all levels.
Wow.
And she doesn't enter all female tournaments because she's good enough to enter regular tournaments.
Okay. Anyone else's thoughts on that? I mean, it's in any gaming scene. There's always tournaments that you hear every once in a while that come up, or topics that come out, and it's always a heated topic for a lot of reasons. But anyone else have any thoughts on that?
I don't know, maybe they like do it because it's like they want to make it more comfortable for females,
Okay.
but at the same time it's kind of like alienating
Yes.
us.
It's very degrading. Like they're segregating us into this section, saying, "Hey, all female gamers." Like they're doing it for whatever reason, but it's very much like, here, you can't play with the big boys. So here's your separate venue, so you guys can still be, in the public's eye. So it's very detrimental. It's very detrimental to serious girl gamers, like professional players.
For sure. Any other
Agreed.
comments on that?
No, I'm just agreeing with all three.
Oh, okay.
I just want to say that Kiki was on the first all-girl Smite team with me at one point.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We were the Apocalypse Ponies, and we were
Oh
not
my
very
God.
good.
You even remember the name.
The flashback. Yeah, I have the poster. And
Oh, that's
everything.
such a good
Oh
name.
my
Apocalypse
God.
Ponies.
Yeah, the AP Ponies. That's what
Did you guys have like a badass logo and it was like a death pony or something?
No, it was like the
This
robot
yes,
chicken.
me.
Oh yeah.
The Apocalypse Ponies. That's basically what.
Oh my God.
I did not even remember that. Wow.
That
Wow.
didn't last very long.
No, I think it's like 5 minutes that lasted.
All right, so moving on topics to another one here. I hate asking this question because I don't want to look like a bad guy when I ask it, but I think it's important that people understand looking at it from a female perspective. And I promise, guys, the whole show won't be females versus males type of deal. I promise. The question is, have any of you guys been to a large LAN event or gaming convention? If so, what was it like being such a minority in a male-dominant scene? And weird. Okay, it's fine. I mean, and that's what I want to know. Like, what? Because I don't think people realize that as well either is when I've been to several MLGs, and there are plenty of females there, which is great, but I had a female friend go with me once, and they said, hey, when I first walked in, I definitely felt singled out. So I'll throw it around the table. Has anyone been to any of the large events?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
can you kind of explain a little bit from your perspective?
Well, it's been weird for me. The first few times I went to major conventions, I wasn't dressed up in costume. I was actually helping with things like setup and the running of a booth.
Okay.
And a lot of people were there. I remember I had this one guy question me, and halfway through me giving him an explanation about the game that we were showing, he was like, oh, no, I just thought you were one of those stupid booth babes that's just here to look pretty and smile. And I was just like, so immediately when people saw me, maybe because I had brushed my hair that morning and put on some eyeliner, they immediately assumed I was just there as like booth candy to just like, hey guys, come play. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. And that was really just like, ugh. And then conventions after that, I've been in costume, so that's even like more of a minority, and that's just a whole different thing. But definitely when I was there at a booth, it was singled out as, oh, she's not there because she knows about the game, or she's game savvy in any way, or anything like that. It was, she's there just to smile and wave. So,
okay. Anyone else want to share their experience or what they found?
I had a really awful experience. Actually, this is a friend of mine that I'm friends with now. I was at Minecon. I know that's not like Smite related, but I go to PAX, I go to RTX, I go to Minecon, and I was at an after party that was like a bunch of YouTubers and streamers and stuff. And I was one of literally one of maybe 3 females there.
Okay.
And I was wearing a really nice dress. I was dressed because we were at a really nice party before. I was very classy. I looked very nice. Wasn't like looking like anything,
Mm-hmm.
And I have pink hair. So like they told me later, now that we're friends, they were like, I kind of thought that you were like just there like as somebody's arm candy.
Oh.
And that like, and they like made a joke that like I was like hired arm candy, and I was like,
oh.
Yeah.
You son of a, I was like, how dare you? I am a gamer as much as everybody else here, and I got so mad at them. But that's what their initial reaction was. They didn't think I was actually like, they thought I was somebody's girlfriend or like somebody, somebody's just like friend that they invited. Like I had nothing to do with gaming. It was kind of frustrating, but they learned their lesson.
They know better now, don't they?
I've been going to like anime conventions forever, and compared to video game conventions, it's a whole different story. At anime cons, I would honestly say it's like a 50 to 50% ratio between girls and guys, and just everyone is cosplaying. There really isn't that like feel of feeling like segregated or even just like a minority there at anime conventions, but definitely at LAN and like definitely at fighting game tournaments. I mean, but I'm just like an FGC nerd. There is like a huge difference. It's really weird seeing the type of like, nerd fandom that has such a huge difference between male and female, because I would think that even fantasy cons like Dragon Con have as much females as males, and it's not awkward.
Okay.
I don't know if any of you have been to Dragon Con or Comic Con.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, do you think
that
there's
is
a
true. That that is very true at conventions like that. That it's less divided male female like that, and there's definitely not that kind of underlying, oh, why are the girls here type of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always felt at the major gaming conventions that I've gone to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other comments on that topic?
No.
No. Okay. Great.
No.
Go ahead.
No. I'm good.
Okay. I mean, it's yeah. We'll just put it at that. One thing I didn't ask, and we're kind of talking about that, is who all is going to the Smite launch tournament, and just when are you guys arriving? When are you guys getting into town?
Thursday. Sorry.
Wednesday or Thursday? I'm not sure.
I'll be at
I'm
Thursday.
going. I don't know when.
I can't make it. It's too far away.
I was gonna say excluding Kelly because she doesn't
Am I the
count.
only one in this close not going?
I think it's
Are you
probably on a
seriously not
24-hour
going?
stream.
I have to. I have GDC this week here in San Francisco, and then I've got like a Gunners
Stop it!
photo shoot thing, and then I have to go to PAX East. I'm like traveling like all this time. I can't make it. I
Oh,
know.
no.
You're on my doom
Do you
list.
see this? Do
Hang
you
on.
see this?
I'll be
Zombies.
at PAX East. We don't know you're gonna go to PAX East.
I should sell my PAX East tickets.
All right. Well.
I'm literally gonna be at something at the same time, so I can't go.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And I knew a majority of the people were going. I just didn't know if everybody was. I knew you weren't going zombie just from our conversation last weekend on Smite Talk.
Yeah.
But okay. Okay. Cool. Good to know. I'll be down there on Tuesday, so I wasn't sure who all would be down there when people were going down. But I'm happy to see that a lot of you guys are going. I think that's great. So yeah, it'd be cool to get the chance to meet everybody in person.
Yeah, I get to see how short you are.
Yo, come on. You know
I'm
what?
like 5'6", and I'm like, that is tall.
Hey,
That's
okay.
tall for me. I'm
I'm
like,
shorter than
Okay.
all you guys.
Okay,
You
how
gotta stand next to me.
Mama sees us this small.
I don't want to stand next to Kelly because I feel like she's way
She's
too
talking.
tall.
Yeah, have you seen that picture?
How tall is
Oh yeah,
Brandon?
the Mama see the Kelly picture.
How tall is Brandon? DM Brandon. How tall? Is
He's my height. I know he's
5'8".
5'5".
Yeah,
He's
No,
5'5"?
5'8".
Twin brothers, like
He's 5'8".
No,
I
he's
don't
not
think he's 5'8" because
Wow,
my
he grew like
husband's 5'8".
3 inches between the two of you. So
Okay, I don't think he's
Sure.
5'8" because my sister's 5'8", and I stood next to both of them, and I'm closer to Brandon's height than I am my sister's
Yeah,
height.
no, Brandon's
So
Somebody
maybe
tweet at him.
5'7".
maybe he was just hunched over the
know he's
whole
like
time
5'6".
because he was tired.
all right, I'm 5'8", so I'm not tall.
Oh, you're shorter than me.
Oh, whatever. Quiet you. I hear that's okay. Whatever. Yes, you will get to see how short I am. Whatever.
Yay!
Anyways, jumping on to our next topic. There's very much a stereotype that people say, oh, well, you're a girl gamer, you're going to go ahead and pick a Smite female god. Is that the case that you guys in game, or no? Is that
No.
completely
Hell no,
wrong?
Amir is here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That's what you know.
All Kong, all the way. You get away from my dragon. Don't you touch my dragon.
Do I get to be the
Noodle.
statistical outlier here and say that my two favorite gods are both female?
Yeah.
One
okay.
of them,
One of
I
my
may or
favorite
may-
right now is female, so it's
Okay.
fine. She's
Okay.
an
Okay.
awesome god, though. It's like,
Yeah. I mean,
Now-
yeah, like I love Isis and Hell. They're super
Okay.
fun.
one of them I may or
Yeah,
may
my
not have done the voice pack for. I'm
Light
just
Sans
saying.
Hell?
Shut up! I'm
So-
proud of you. You tried so very hard. Sorry. Hat down. Just kidding.
Now, do you guys find as females that you gravitate towards? Let's say you pick up a new game, any game, and you gravitate towards like a female character. It gives you an option. The reason I ask is like, it comes up with like people ask the question too, like, oh, you're a guy and you're playing, for example, like Titanfall. Why are you playing a female versus a male? Or it does not matter for you guys at all?
Depends on like what the function of gender is in
Okay.
the game.
it
Okay.
doesn't change anything in Titanfall.
No,
but
it-
I have a female character.
Okay.
If you have
Yeah,
a
like
female
right now in
character in
Titanfall.
MMOs, you get all the gold.
Oh, that's true.
and all the free run-throughs of all the dungeons. But like no, like in Titanfall right now, I have a female character because the hitbox is smaller. So it
Okay.
just depends on if gender is a function of that game or not. If it's not, then whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There aren't any female grunts, though.
That's true.
Darn.
It's like a comment one of the grunts
know.
says in the game.
And on that topic, let's talk about gamer handles. And this comes up a lot, and I forget where Smitten and I were on one of the round tables, or maybe it was on Smite Talk, and we were talking about being trolled, and it's very common that, from what I hear, that as a female, if your name is very girly, I guess you could say, that you find you get trolled more. Do you guys feel that's the case?
Yeah, when we talked last week, I told you that's why I switched my name from like Miss Casanova
Mm-hmm.
to a gender neutral name originally,
Mhm.
and then I just
Yeah.
stuck with it. So it was less the trolling and more like the just hate talk that I just
Yeah.
Right?
I was gonna say it's not necessarily like hardcore trolling. It's more just like hate speech or just people being nasty. Because they think for some reason it's acceptable to scream nasty, horrible things at a girl. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I
Like,
guess.
you're still
I
disgusting.
feel like if they're gonna yell at you, they're gonna yell at you whether you're a girl or a guy. The people
Okay.
that are gonna be like, "Ugh, go back to the kitchen," are the same people that are gonna say, "Ugh, uninstall the game." Like, depending on what your name is, I guess they will make it a gender attack. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
the people that do make it gender attacks aren't really worth your time anyway. Like, who cares? Ignore
None
them.
of the
They're
haters are
obviously
worth
deprived.
anybody's time.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I completely agree. I mean, we had talked at one point, a few guys we've talked on different shows about, hey, if you're getting trolled as a female, if you're willing, change your name if you feel that you're constantly getting attacked as a female. I mean, it's a shame in any community to see that, especially, Smite. But unfortunately, sometimes that is the case.
What? No, don't change your name. Screw
Okay.
what people say.
Okay.
Screw
Okay.
that.
Exactly.
Screw
Okay.
them.
You
What
just
the
gotta
hell?
be one
Just
of the
mute 'em.
boys.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't give a
Everyone
damn.
boys
If I
would be,
want
like,
to
just as
be,
aggressive.
yeah, if I want to be pretty pink princess, then I'm gonna be pretty pink princess. I don't care what
Still the
anybody
best
says.
sniper.
We
Hell yeah.
got some strong women on this show. We have some strong
Yeah,
women
we
on
do.
this show.
We
Watch
no
out!
cat, no
No,
women.
I mean, and I think that's great. I think that's great. Jumping over to Smite. Just a random question for Smite. What is everybody's favorite god to play? So we'll go around the table. We'll start out with Doom Princess.
It's definitely All Kong. Close second is Raw.
Okay. Smitten.
Nathan Hell all day, day, baby.
Zombie.
Nemesis and Heedbo.
Pabwa.
Peebo.
Evo. There you go.
Jumping bacon water. It looks like bacon. It does.
Little Mamacita.
Favorite? It's three. I like Ymir, Sobek, and I like Artemis.
Okay. And I don't know if I need to ask Kelly, but I'll put it out there. Ymir? Is it Ymir?
Okay, so Amir will always and forever be near and dear to my heart. If I
Okay.
could marry Amir, I would.
Okay.
But I've been playing so much Isis recently, and she is
so good.
ridiculous. And now
Oh
she's
my
got
God.
a buff, and her damage output on her 1 and her 2 are just stupid. She's so much fun.
Your face melts off when you play her. It's insane.
So good.
Alrighty, so getting more into Smite here, we have the Smite launch tournament coming up, and who are your top 2 picks for the teams that you think you will see in the grand finals? The list: Cloud9, Cognitive Gaming, Denial Esports, Team Dignitas, SK Gaming, Snipe, Team Coast, and Team Solo Mid. Kelly, who are you thinking?
Well, after the tournament this weekend,
Yeah.
do we really know? Cog got knocked out, and Dig won, so...
Yeah, but
And
that's
then you
it.
have-
Down to Frag's not in the tournament, though, for the launch
No,
tournament.
that's true,
Yeah.
but Dignitas beat down to Frag, so
That's
you
true.
would think, doesn't that make them, better than Cog? But obviously Cog has been winning so much, but Dignitas has the LAN victories, and then all of the EU teams are just so close and interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, but if I had to pick 2,
Yes.
it'd be Cog from NA and
Okay.
from EU. Oh God, I don't know. I mean, obviously TSM and Cloud9 are the favorites. I'm gonna have to say TSM.
Okay. Little Mamacita?
Let's see. I was gonna say Cog just because they've been doing so well, but the EU teams, I don't know. I don't follow the EU teams as much. I just
Okay.
don't so.
So you think it'll definitely be in the grand finals then? 1 NA and 1 EU team? Without a doubt in the grand finals?
I'd like to, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'd like to. I think it'd be interesting.
Okay. Zombie, what about you?
I'm obligated. No, I'm not. I've been a friend of the Dig boys for
Sure.
a long time, and so I'm always gonna root for them.
Okay.
And then I also really like for you, I like TSM.
Okay.
So
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So TSM and Dignitas. And Smitten?
Okay, so can we start this conversation out right quick before I say anything? I can't answer this because I don't want people to be angry. So.
Oh,
all
come
of us-
on. Who
all of us,
cares?
I root for
Who
all of us.
cares? That is the most political
can't
BS
root.
answer.
No, I work for Hi-Rez
Smitten
and
for
I
Miss
entered
America.
it. Smitten.
I know, right? The political
World
answer.
peace, darling. World peace. We all win trophies.
just kidding.
Seriously, I'm not gonna answer that. I can't reveal my true colors. Who I'm really rooting for. I'm gonna come to the tournament. I'm gonna have like a T-shirt for every team.
The one that they're
That way
going to
I
give
can't be
you?
wrong.
The one they're going to give you,
Yeah.
you mean?
No, I mean like individual teams. Like I'm gonna have these layers of shirts on for all these different teams.
Okay.
I'm just gonna root for
everybody's favorite.
players. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna root for the players.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Doom
Yeah.
Princess, what about you?
I'm kind of in the same boat that Zombie is. I'm really good friends with and have known the majority of the Dignitas group for a while. I've handed over many a giant fake check to those guys for winning tournaments. So I want to say that, I think they still have that chance because I've seen them perform on that kind of stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like a live huge tournament like that, and they've done extremely well. I mean, that's not to discredit COG because they have just been insanely amazing in tournament after tournament. So it's hard, but I am gonna have to say Dig is gonna take it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So you can only pick one. Who are you most excited about to meet at the Smite launch tournament? One person, and Smitten, you do have
One
to
person?
answer. None of that political crap. So we'll throw it to little Mamacita first.
Okay. At the 100K or the game vid? Because I'm excited to meet someone at game vid.
Let's talk about the Smite launch tournament. Or let's say,
Okay.
if you want to do one, you can do one from each if you want to. If you're going to the game vid, I know not everyone is.
Yeah, I bought my ticket for that.
Okay.
I'm excited to meet Mariel.
Okay.
She's from Mexico and she's adorable, and she'll be there, so I'm excited to meet her. And we can just talk Spanish and stuff like that. And for the 100K, I'm trying to see who I haven't met yet. Like, I met Ally. I got to pinch Ally's butt, so I just want to put that out there. I got to pinch Ally's butt, and I want you guys to be jealous. And I got to kiss Kelly on the cheek, so just
Okay.
want nerds to be jelly.
Stop it.
But, I know, baby,
Okay.
I'm waiting for you.
Let's
But,
throw it. Okay. Let's throw it over to Doom
Oh.
Princess.
That's easy. I have not had the chance to grab Smitten's behind yet. So I'm very excited to actually. A lot of people think we know each other or that we live close by or that
Okay.
we've met before. Some people have said that, like, don't you know Smitten? Blah, blah. I'm like, I know her. Like, I've seen her face over the internet. And we've said hi on, like, Skype calls and Mumble, but we
Can't
haven't
grab
actually,
the-
like, physically met and touched.
You have to
So
pinch it.
I'm very excited to meet
Okay.
her in person.
Smitten, what about you?
Do I really have to
Answer!
I know these questions they're so
Okay.
horrible and rough.
I've been kind of a Kelly fangirl for
Okay.
a long time. She's my dwarf. She's my dwarf.
Which
I
is
was-
ironic because we're height switched.
Yeah,
but-
like you're gonna be taller than me. Like I was thinking about that just a minute ago. Anyways, so yeah. And by the way, she's my dwarf because she what? Tell him. Just go ahead and tell them, darling. Tell them the story.
So, in middle school, I would play Dungeons and Dragons with my like 4 classmates. I would bring my parents' D&D books to school, and I just started to learn Dwarvish when I was like 12. I thought it was such a good idea, and and they knew. And I got into a fight with one of them, and I come up with this amazing comeback insult to be like, yeah, well, at least I don't speak Dorkish. And the kid turned back to me, he's like, at least I don't speak Dwarvish. And the class went, oh! And I was very traumatized for a long time and forgot Dwarvish.
I speak Elvish, or I used to. I used to be able to speak Elvish. So
Okay.
we found that out. We had like this nerd connection on a level you guys can't even comprehend. So
Okay.
can't
And
wait to
zombie, if you were going, and you could pick one person.
I have met everyone except for Smitten
Okay.
on this panel. Actually, I met you, Octane, at last PAX, or were you there?
I was not there. No.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember because I meet so many people.
Okay.
I would meet you. I'd be excited to meet you and Smitten.
Okay. Well, thanks. Awesome.
You know that face.
I'm that face.
I want to meet you.
Uh-oh. You know, that's the funny thing. I've not been to any Smite events whatsoever yet.
Me neither.
But like I communicate with a lot of the different community members just with doing all the shows, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it, without a doubt. Jumping on the next question, we will throw it to Kelly first. Kelly works for Hi-Rez. No, we won't. Let's throw it to Smitten.
Fine.
Let's talk about the recent item overhaul that we had over the past 2 patches. What are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? You know, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't know.
No
I hate
political answers. No political
I
answers.
hate it. I
Okay.
hate it. I hate it. Like literally, I can't stand it.
Okay, why?
It's part of the reason why I never really got into League. I can do the whole like, clicky to move thing. I can do that just fine. It's
Okay.
the how complicated their item system was.
Okay.
But I'm getting more like it was. I don't know. Like it's different now that I'm getting used to it because like I knew what the items were previous to the change.
Mhm.
It's just I don't understand the complication. You know what I mean? Like why overcomplicate something so simple and mutable?
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyone else have any thoughts on the item system?
Just
I
saying,
don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind it. It's just gonna take more getting used to, and I was already super used to it. That's
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
The pictures are pretty though.
I don't like it either.
But I don't care.
Kayla drew some of them.
Okay.
I've been using the search bar a lot more often instead of trying to like find it in originally where.
Yes, very much so. That's the only way I think we've survived.
But like some of the items, like the names changed, and I switched my Smite to Spanish so I could learn how to say it in Spanish. And some of the translations are like, "What does this mean?" That doesn't.
Really?
So and then it's just now I can't find anything.
Aw.
I just look for the
Alas.
pictures and I click at everything like, nope. Oh, I think it's nope. That's
Yep.
what I do.
Getting there.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on it before we go to Kelly?
Oh, it's just definitely not a fan because I was so used to the old system and then switching over to a non-existent system that's in HOTS.
Sure.
This whole new system just feels like a brick wall to the face. It's just too much for me. So I'm trying to get used to it. But again, seeing as I've taken a break from Smite just for the week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I'm going to throw this out to everyone that has answered they don't like it. What are your thoughts on it for a new player? Look at it from a new player perspective. Do you think from a new player perspective, because think of it, and that's how I try to look at it. Like you buy one item, you buy the second tier, and then by the third tier, you have 4 kind of top tier items that you could pick. Do you think it would be, from our perspective, do you think that that's where it's geared towards?
I don't
I think
know.
it's geared for people to switch over from League, that's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, zombie.
I mean, maybe it'll like whenever you go into like brand new player games, like the low tier games where they have like one tier of like 7 different items. Maybe that'll help prevent some of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's got to be super confusing, especially if it's their first MOBA. Like Smite was my first MOBA. I came to Smite from World of Warcraft, so like I don't know. It's just really, really different, and it can possibly look really confusing. I don't know. I agree with Zombie though. I think they're panning to the League audience pretty well though.
Okay. Kelly, any thoughts from your perspective?
Well, I played the game like 20 hours a week, and eventually I just got used to it.
Okay.
So I pretty much just play as I did before, and I feel like for top players that do play like 8 hours a day, they've already gotten adjusted to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting that we segregated all the items so that it'd be, magical penetration, magical lifesteal, magical with magical defense, so that it sort of organizes the items in a way that might be more friendly to players rather than newer players jumping in being like, all right, I'm going to look up a build online and figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But when it first came out, it was so confusing. And I agree with the name change. It's impossible to find.
Yeah.
And it's not like I took time to look at each of the items. And I had a list before anyone else did, and I still didn't look at them. So I just jumped to a conquest and was like, crap, where's Breastplate of Valor? And took me a minute to find it in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm accustomed to it. It's not a big deal for me right now.
I mean, I think it's with anything, you'll get used to it. But at the same time, we can kick and scream, without a doubt. Moving on from here, we'll throw this to Zombie Unicorn first, as you do play quite a variety of games. You caught me off guard there for a second when you're like, oh, I'm like, oh, what happened? I'm like, oh, okay, everyone okay? We good?
Like deer in the headlights.
Yes. So looking at the current Smite community, what do you feel is our greatest asset, and what is our greatest flaw?
I think the people who are really active on Twitch in the community are like kind of somewhat of a family. Like a lot of people still know each other. It's still small enough where we all kind of like, well, we've heard of that person, or I know that person, or I've seen them before. And so there's a really good sense of like a community.
Okay.
And then what was the other part of the question?
The other question was, what do you think our community's biggest flaw is, though?
Oh, biggest flaw. Oh man, I don't know. It's that it's still been, it's still in developing, and everybody just is like, oh, I want this to fix, and like they don't understand that it's not there. I mean, it's a lot of it. The changes are made on community like suggestions and stuff, I'm sure, but like it's still ultimately like Hi-Rez's decision, and so people will get really butthurt when something is changed that they don't like.
Sure.
They don't. In League, like if they change something, then they understand like it doesn't matter. Like it's gonna get changed, and kind of just get over it. But I feel like here everybody feels like a really big part of the game, especially if they've been around since the game's beginnings, so they feel like more invested in it. Which can also, I don't really think that's a flaw, even though I think it's just like a part of the community again. So I don't really know a flaw.
Okay, we'll throw it around the table to open it up to everybody. Go for it.
I mean, I agree with what Zombie said about the sense of community. It really does even though this game has grown exponentially since it was first ever announced in development, like we're talking alpha development, it still feels pretty tight knit as far as like the community looking after one another, and a lot of the live streamers really looking out for each other, and that's really cool. You don't see that with a lot of other games. If people would really stop and think about it, you don't have that sense of community anymore. So that's pretty cool. The flaw thing again is kind of hard to think about.
Okay. Anyone else want to take that question?
Well, like,
Wow, no, go for it, Mama.
Kelly, go first.
No, Mamacita, go.
Okay. Well, cause I came from Tribes, and it's a Hi-Rez game too. But like for me, Tribes, the community was always because there's not very many female games in that game, because it's a very hard game to get into, and like the community was always tough on me. I don't know why. It was such a big deal that I was a girl and yada yada yada, and what they complain and whine, oh, she's not even good looking and she sucks at the game. I'm like, I was like the 5th most played sniper, so shut the hell up. But anyways, I don't like when I moved when I moved on and played Smite. When I first started, the community was always nice, and they're like, oh, it's Mamacita, hi. Oh my god, it's you. Like, they were always so nice and friendly. Like, when it was Tribes, people would freaking follow me in like 7 different servers, and they just say the nastiest things. Like, I love Tribes, but the community was always freaking so mean. I don't know why. But, I mean, it was such a great game, but the community was... It's not like Smite. Smite, I mean, you still have your trolls, like in any other game. You're going to have your assholes, you're going to have your jerks, but it's much more friendlier towards each other. It tries to help them, and they're not... It's not like how Tribes was for me, which was much more difficult, and they're mean. And I think that's what I like about Smite. It was much more friendlier for me to get to. Like if one of you guys try to get into Tribes, God, they was mean. That's all I have to say. And yeah.
Kelly, any comments on the greatest asset and our greatest flaw?
I think a common flaw that's in the Smite scene and Smite community is the misconception that we're a big game such as Riot or Valve that can produce Dota and League of Legends. A lot of people seem to compare the two a lot because they're our biggest competitors, and now Blizzard has one out as well.
Yeah.
Is that people think that we can operate like them and that we have a company similar to them. We just don't. I believe someone said something to me saying that the community team for League of Legends in Korea is bigger than all of Hi-Rez Studios alone. Where when I started, we were about 70 people, and far smaller when Smite was getting started, and then now we have about 90. And 90 just if you genuinely think about each part that you have to cover in a game studio, and that's so many different departments and so many different fields, and how they just have to be split up 90 people, then you get a better understanding of why things operate the way they do. But people don't think that way. They just think that, oh, Hi-Rez Studios is a game development studio such as these bigger companies.
Yeah.
And it creates a lot of unhealthy expectations and complaints by the community, in my opinion.
Sure.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Agreed, totally.
Like, we have an amazing community that is just so supportive of each other. Like, everybody from, the personalities that you see up here on Smite Game to, unknown streamers, people on, most people on Reddit. Like, we just have a very supportive community. But, yeah, they're coming to this game probably from League thinking that, we can operate on these scales that we just aren't ready for yet. We just don't have the manpower for. So, it's interesting.
Okay, great. Let's see. We'll throw this to Kelly first this time. The gaming scene and lifestyle is very engulfing. What or who keeps you grounded to the real world?
Wait. Ask the question again. What's the question?
Nothing. I mean, I when at work I'm playing Smite and working on Smite, and when I go home I play more Smite and I watch anime and watch Korean dramas.
I'm not laughing at you, Kelly. I just know your lifestyle, which is why I started laughing.
What is this real world?
I listen to K-pop.
I have no idea what you're
time.
talking about anymore.
Like, what is reality? I don't know. I eat dinner. That's tethered to reality. I separate an hour out of my day to make sure I eat food. But, I don't know. Besides that, this weekend I spent my entire weekend at a fighting game tournament and playing Pokemon Puzzle League.
So you're saying you are the complete wrong person to start out with that question, pretty much.
Yes, I am.
I don't
Okay.
think I mean, I don't know. I couldn't answer that question either, considering my job and my life is pretty much. My boyfriend lives in a different state. Like
Okay.
I don't have any real life.
That was loud.
Sorry, I live in the city.
We need that Queen song playing in the background right
Yeah.
now. I'm not gonna sing it. Don't even ask. Anyways.
Wait, which song?
Oh, you're gonna make me
I
sick.
can't.
Lyrics. Smitten.
No.
Sing me
What's the
some
name of
lyrics.
it? Which one?
I don't remember the name of it. It's just
Then
like.
sing it.
You gotta
Is this,
sing
is this real life? Is it just
Oh.
fantasy?
Oh, that's
Bohemian
Bohemian
Rhapsody. Okay, yeah. All right.
Escape from reality.
Yeah, that's sexy.
You gotta sing it for me.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Sleepless brain.
I feel
Anyways,
you.
what was
We're
the question?
Smitten, we're right there. We're right there, man.
I have ADD. Like I have ADHD really bad.
What
So what was
makes
the
you
question?
not crazy is essentially the question.
Gaming.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
we're not supposed to be crazy? Because I'm pretty...
Well, there's nothing. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with gaming. What I'm trying to point out there is gaming and the whole gaming culture. It's very engulfing. Like you end up getting sucked into it, and sometimes there's someone in your life or there's something in your life that helps to detach you from it, because it's definitely healthy to do that from time to time. And I guess my question was: is there someone? Is it? Is there someone or is there something in your life that does that for you?
I'm dating Driver
I-
and his job is it's completely backfired.
I am marrying a game designer for Blizzard Entertainment.
Yeah.
This entire panel was
Yeah,
the
we can-
wrong set of people to ask this question.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, because I use gaming and cosplay to help me deal with
Okay.
the craziness of planning a wedding. So it's like I use it to kind of ground me, because
Okay.
sometimes I'm just like thinking about bouquet arrangements and flavors of cupcakes, and I want to throw myself at a solid wall and just pass out for a week. But I'm like, no, I'll go make something or play something, and I'll be fine. So
You know what I do? You know how I try to like meld myself back into the real world to keep me grounded? Is I go from playing one game to playing another game, and that's about it.
So you don't play just like one game for 1,000 hours or something?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
It's just like from one immersion set to another. So that's really how you keep yourself
I
safe.
can't do that. I
that
can't
right,
immerse
Zombie?
myself into another game
Yes.
until I finish it.
I
If I
switch around all
stop
the
like
time.
Final Fantasy X, then I'm never gonna play it again. If I'm like in the middle of a RPG
Yeah.
grind and I stop, I won't ever touch it.
I tend to play a lot of like multiplayer games, but I do like the scary games every Friday, and there's no way I can finish them. Let's be honest here. I get a little too drunk and I can't finish them. I'm like, I don't know.
You just like get paralyzed, you don't move, you're like, I don't know.
I did finish Outlast and I was so disappointed. So now it's like I don't even care if I finish the game because I'm just gonna get so disappointed by them. But that's kind of a bad way to look at it.
It's very pessimistic, and it is.
Yeah, I mean,
really-
it doesn't. I'm a scary movie buff, and I love like scary games and stuff. So it's like for me, it has to have a really good ending for it to really impress me. So I just kind of gave up on finishing. I was just like, all right.
feel you. I got you.
Okay. And another question here, and we'll start with Little Mamacita on this one. Question is, Smite's launching here on the 25th. What do you hope to see? What do you hope to see after launch? If you could add something into the game or an event or whatever, what do you hope to see after the launch?
Oh, the
Less
new
laggy
peoples.
servers. I'd like the servers was less laggy, and West
Yeah.
Coast servers, please.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah,
Not rubber banding, into
Yeah.
the tower would be awesome.
yeah, West Coast servers would be nice.
Okay.
I'd like that.
Okay.
I'd like to see a lot of people join the game. A lot of
Yeah.
new people.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to see all the new peoples.
Peoples. Okay. What else you guys got? What about you, Doom?
Well, yes, definitely agree with the less laggy servers, tons and tons of more people to the community. I want to see this game go in the direction as, other games of this class, other popular MOBAs, where there's even more tournaments, but they're on a higher scale. We just got a esports arena put in like 5 minutes down the street from
Okay.
us, and I want to see some Smite tournaments there.
Yeah.
Buy me some season passes and watch nerds punch each other in the face. It'll be great.
Okay. Good deal there. Smitten, do you have to go ahead and head out?
Oh, is
Yeah.
it ready?
I know,
Yeah, I
right?
can't believe it.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
right. Get out.
Alright, so
Anyways, Smitten's gonna head out here. She does have to head out a little bit early, folks. But before she goes, I'd like to give you the opportunity to let people know, how they can stay connected with you. So go with it. What do you got?
the connections. Well, you can follow me on Twitter because it's the first tab I'm looking at right now. At SmittenGFG. We have Facebook, facebook.com/GameFirstGaming. My Twitch, twitch.tv/GameFirstGaming. And of course, my YouTube, youtube.com/GameFirstGaming. On Zombie So Perfect and Good, she did the thing!
She did the thing.
I don't know what to call that. Command, Derek, command, whatever. Words.
The
Awesome.
thing is,
Fine.
you have Whataburger? Oh!
No, I have one cup.
Wait, there's no Whataburger in California, right?
No! That's why I
Isn't it
yelled
like
it.
In-N-Out is like the Whataburger of California? Because I'm from Texas, I
I've
don't know.
never had water.
You're from
I've
Texas?
never had Whataburger
Okay.
Yeah.
either.
Sorry. I'm in
That's
Oklahoma.
why we're kindred spirit. Me and Zombie are kindred spirit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's okay. That's like people saying that they've never heard of Wawa before, and I go
I've never heard of
crazy.
Wawa.
Right?
Oh,
Wawa's amazing. Oh my
Exactly.
goodness.
What are Wawa?
Wawa is like what I called water when I was a kid. Like
Wawa
Oh,
is
God.
Okay,
Okay,
have you
it's
guys
a
heard?
restaurant that sells gas. Just know that.
What?
No. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so you
Like
know
a gas
what?
station restaurant?
It's like it's like a Sheetz or a 7-Eleven
Rudy's.
or a Rutter's or whatever. Anyways, it's only the best gas station ever that gives you food. Okay. Ever.
Wow.
That's right. So just putting it
You
out
guys don't
there.
have Quick Trip though.
Everybody on the East Coast knows what Wawa is, so it's all good. So anyways, Smitten, thanks for coming on. If you just want
Hi,
to
my
close out of
lovelies.
things like we talked
You're
about,
above
that would
me,
be
Smitten,
perfect.
so I'm gonna wave up.
Wait.
Alright.
Oh, there you are.
It's like the
Oh,
Brady
you're done
Bunch.
there.
Everybody has to wave
Bye.
towards Smitten. The direction Smitten is,
Wait. Is it
I
this
can't-
way?
I can't
tell
wait.
if I'm mirrored.
I can't tell.
That's
I'm
right.
just
I think
gonna
we're mirrored, right?
We'll just wave like this. Bye, wherever you are.
Come here, give me a high five.
High five. Wait, where you at?
Is this the right side?
Is this?
No.
I know.
Yeah.
There's 30-second delay.
Smitten,
No,
go the other way.
it's this side. I'm
You
this
got-
side, you're that side. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. I'll just.
You guys are
Okay,
so
3,
bad.
2, 1. I don't care.
Oh,
I got.
my goodness.
I'm gonna be correct either
Woo.
way. All right, guys. I love you. See you later.
See you. Thank you. Alright, so we're good to go. I did mute Smitten there, so we're all
Okay.
set. Oh, she killed the overlay the wrong
Oh, she
way.
killed it. She said she wasn't gonna kill it, but she did.
I actually forgot.
Oh,
Wait,
there
She
it goes.
turned it back on, but everybody swapped.
Oh no.
Oh wait, if I hang up and then wait, no.
I just want to make this as complicated as humanly possible.
Okay.
Wait, it didn't mess it up, did it? Oh, it did.
Yours on
Oh,
It's
Have fun with that. Bye.
it's all good. I'll
Not-
fix it.
not
I'll fix
so
it.
The
It is
same.
all good. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Alright, so anyways, while I go ahead and fix that, 1 second here. Oh my lord. It's all good. It's all good. So we're gonna continue questions for a little bit longer, guys.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
answer the question from before?
Yes, please do. I think that would
Okay.
be wonderful. We'll leave that open while I fix the overlay.
I personally would love to see more in-client stuff that isn't based around actual competitive gameplay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if I should be talking about this because I work for Hi-Rez, but I'm a huge
Uh-oh.
fan of the Dota 2 Compendium,
Okay.
and
For
I
sure.
think it would be fantastic if we had something similar to that in Smite. Or I was even thinking something along the lines of people complain about the queue timers for League and how cool it would be to have little mini games while you wait. And it could be something as simple as like flash games where it's Cupid dropping his hearts and you have to like collect the hearts as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And there's a little like, you know,
It's pretty cool.
leaderboard for who has that. And it's just little small things that we could have in there. Just little stuff to make Smite just even more, I don't know, great and just encompassing of so many different genres and things that could happen.
Oh, I think that's a really cool idea. Actually, I didn't even think about that. So we'll continue that around the table. What do you guys hope to see? After launch that you would think would be cool from another game to add in, or just in general, or anything in the Smite community.
I pretty much said what I'm hoping for, which is, again, it's much of the same. I want this game to succeed. I want it to do exceedingly well. I want it to be at the level of the major competitors for this game.
I want people
which-
to know the name.
Yeah, I want people, when I'm cosplaying some Smite character to pretty much know what I am, or at least what game I am from. I want it to be at that level, because you see that with a lot of different like League and Dota cosplays.
Yeah.
You see people just, oh, it's so and so from this game, and I just want this game to be 100% awesome, like it already is, but at a much, much bigger scale.
I experienced that a little bit this weekend. I had someone come up to me and ask if I was Hi-Rez Kelly at the fighting game tournament, which just made me so warm and fuzzy inside. And my friends play League of Legends, and we were talking about that, and I did the whole like, oh, well, I don't know about League, but I like Smite, way. And someone that we were just sitting next to was like, oh yeah, I play Smite, I love Ao Kwang, and it just like, I was just, oh, wait, people know about Smite? Stop it.
Yeah.
And the fighting game tournament's in Atlanta, and I was driving by and saw the Smite advertisements that we have up on the bus stops now. It just it just warmed my heart. It just gave me fuzzy feelings inside.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the posters. I saw those posters on Twitter. I'm like, oh, the poster looks awesome.
It's so cool.
It does.
It's so
It
cool
does.
seeing it in person.
Yes. I no longer have to print my own Smite posters and then order. Like now I order, like I have like 2 Smite posters. I've like gone out to a website, paid $1 bajillion to have it printed, and then I have, because there aren't any. Because when I first came into the Smite community, like a year and a half ago, whatever, that was one of my questions I like put towards Hi-Rez. I was like, hey, where can I buy a poster? I want to support the game and all that. And they're like, we don't have any. I'm like, oh, okay, great, thanks. So now we will start to, which is awesome. Okay, next question here. I'll throw it around the table. I'll start with Doom Princess for that question. If you could change one god, you don't like the god, you want to change the god completely, who would it be and what would your change be?
It's not, I mean, I have a god that I really don't like because I am so terrible at playing him. Like, it's just, the only time I end up playing him is when I play Assault and the random number generator just hates me, and it's just like sitting there laughing and plotting out evil things against me. But I don't, to me, that is a hard one for me to come up with an answer for.
Okay, that's all right. What do you guys got? Go for it.
Yeah, somebody else, because there's gods I don't like, but it's just because I'm so bad at playing them that it's ridiculous, and so I feel bad for my team.
Go for Mir, 200%.
Yeah, I agree with that. We buff it.
I will have to say the improvement.
Buff Ao Kong. Yeah, Buff Ao Kong.
Okay. I will have to say the improvement on Ymir, where you can trigger his ultimate anytime you want, has been like amazing. Like I love that.
It's made him viable as a solo lane and a jungle lane,
Ugh.
kind of. His role as a support still is nowhere near that of Sobek, Athena, Geb,
Sure.
Bacchus,
Sure.
Wukong, Guan Yu.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. Zombie, what do you got? Any god you'd like to change?
I kind of go with Kiki on that. It's like I'm not good at them because I don't like them because I'm not good at them. That's about it. I don't know. I don't think that there's. I mean, the only thing I could say is like buff somebody, which is just because I like to play them. So
Okay.
It's not really like a legitimate request.
Okay. Little Mamacita, what about you?
I miss Artemis traps as wards. I want them to put that back. I
Oh,
like
okay.
to trap as wards.
That is a good.
I would like that again. I'd like that back.
Okay.
I do miss that.
Alrighty. And another question here. If you could add one ultimate to a future god, what would it be?
There's this ult that I've been talking about the designers with for a specific god, and it would be so cool, but I can't talk about it.
Oh, are you
It's
kidding me?
NDA.
Really?
I know.
Really?
I
Why
know,
would you
I
even
know.
say that?
What a tease!
Why?
What a tease!
I can't. I'm
Oh.
sorry. It'd be so
Can we get a hint?
No, not even close. Are you kidding me? I would be in so much trouble. But yes, there's just possibilities. I don't know. I always like ults that are unique. Like, a lot of people don't like the fact that global ults are OP, but I just think that you could do so many possibilities with global ults.
Yep.
Or ults such as Naja's, where you could take them into, like, a flash time movie.
Yeah.
I would love to see stuff like that where it's just unique and cool looking.
By the way, chat's going crazy over your comment like 30 seconds ago. I just want to put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're no longer dwelling on the fact that I'm not a female, but I'm on the show, and now they're all
Or
about your
that I
comment.
have learned
Yes.
the powers of ventriloquism.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I think you've gotten the hottest chick on here vote, Octane.
I know,
Octane.
right?
Good
I'm
You're
job.
like, who is that beauty in the green shirt? Oh my god.
I must be in the wrong profession, to be honest with you. So we'll put it around the table. Any really cool ultimate you've seen in other games, or an idea that you had that you'd love to see on a future god?
Everything I come up with is just silly. It's something that, when I used to live stream on Smite game, and I still say when I'm on my channel, it's like, oh, we put in a Doom Princess god, and like every time she misses her ultimate, she starts to sing the Doom song, so it annoys the crap out of you anyways. Which some people know what the Doom song is if you haven't seen Invader Zim or Gur and are familiar with him singing that annoying song. But, everything like that, just silly stuff. But I think something along the lines of what Kelly said, the ultimates that have, some kind of crazy sound effect, flash video, just it kind of changes the whole feel of the game, and it's really, really cool. It kind of gets you into it more. Cause you're like, oh, I really want to land this ultimate. I really want to teach this person a lesson and kind of go into this whole cool, I'm kicking your butt universe. I totally agree. I think ultimates like that are my favorite. I am terrible at Neja, but every time I land that ultimate, I feel like I'm number one.
Right? Could you
I'm
imagine
just like,
Final
I kicked your
Fantasy?
butt up into the air, and I'm kicking it while we're in the air, and then I'm going to drop you back down on the ground.
Oh,
Watch
like the
out.
Final Fantasy summon or GF ultimates that they do. How cool would that be, just to teleport into a different universe and a giant meteor hits you or something? Oh, that'd be so cool.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Anyone else have any other thoughts there?
No.
Okay, great. So we're kind of going to step back from the Smite and the gaming stuff and make it, a little more casual in regards to, just kind of having some fun with it. So we're kind of going to do one of those this or that type of situations. So the community gets to know you a little bit more, and also, stuff like that. So first question, we'll throw it to Doom Princess first. What is your alcoholic drink of choice?
Oh gosh.
If you don't drink, it's perfectly okay. Give us a.
Well, no, I drink. I'm just a lightweight, so I
Okay.
have my one drink, and people are always like, "Is that the same drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm already way past you guys. I actually have allergic reactions to certain alcohol, so I actually have to be very careful about what I drink.
Okay.
It's probably something like I usually do a vodka tonic or
Okay.
screwdriver, things like that.
Okay.
Vodka-based drinks.
Okay. Zombie, what about you?
If I'm going out somewhere, I usually describe a vodka Red Bull. But
Okay.
I really like really good beer, but I am usually go for the cheap PBR.
Oh. Okay.
I like PBR though; it's good.
Little Mamacito, what about you?
I keep it simple. I have Corona and lime, or I like Cuban rum, just because I had a friend who smuggled it in, and it was actually really good. Yeah, apparently it's illegal.
I remembered my one drink of I will drink it if it's on the menu, but a lot of people don't know what it is a beerita, a true beerita.
Oh yeah, you put the beer in.
It's got to be a cornita though. It's got to be a coronita,
Yeah.
and it has to be the right mix of
pretty good.
whatchamacallit. It has to be the right kind of margarita mix, or else it tastes like poop. But yeah,
Okay.
I will drink that anytime.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Kelly, what about you?
Oh gosh. I mean, a year back or so, I don't know, probably whiskey Coke or something. But
Okay.
now there's this drink called a Scooby Snack.
Oh yeah, it's a
I
shot.
just made I just made a bartender make it yesterday for all my friends, and it's really good, and it's very creamy. But there's this bar
You drink
here
it
in
as a drink?
Atlanta. Huh?
You drink
Yeah,
it as
yeah,
a drink?
You can make it as a drink.
right.
I know it's usually a shot, but you can have it as a drink as well. But there's this bar here in Atlanta where one of the bartenders is which is amazing, one of the best bartenders in America. And he makes this drink that has basil, jalapenos, ginger, candied ginger, and lime juice and some kind of vodka or whiskey, and it's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
That's That's my thing. I actually used to bartend for 8 years, so
Okay.
I know like how to make. I used to work for like Wolfgang Puck, like fancy
Oh,
restaurant
nice.
too. So like I know how to make all those fancy drinks, and every time I do my drunk stream on Fridays, a lot of times I'll like bring my alcohol to the table and I'll show people how to make it.
That's
Nice.
cool.
But my go-to stuff is that easy stuff.
Okay.
'Cause who wants to sit and make a drink for like 20 minutes?
Sure. Next question, we'll start out with Zombie. Mario or Luigi?
It's me, Mario.
Okay.
That was my answer.
All right, little Mamacita?
I say Mario, but I had a twin brother, and I was always stuck playing Luigi, so I had to go.
Aw, you were one of those siblings.
Yeah, I was the sibling that got to play Luigi.
Kelly, what about you?
I mean, I don't know, Mario, I guess. I never really actually was a big fan of Mario games because I had PCs instead of consoles growing up. But I was always a bigger fan of Daisy over Peach because I was the tomboy and I hated the pink and dresses, you know.
Doom Princess, what about you?
I am in the same boat as little Mamacita. I had an older sister, and I always had to be Luigi, so he's my homeboy.
All right. Next question. Standard or inverted game controls? Little Mamacita. Start us out.
On Smite, I play with inverted. I didn't even realize this till I let driver use my my account for something, and he was like, "Why is this inverted?" And I tried to switch it back, and it was so awkward. So I play inverted, but in some other games I play standard. So it depends on what game I play. I don't know. I'm weird.
Oh, okay.
So.
Interested. Kelly, what about you?
I use probably standard besides airplane games, and I know that sounds weird, but I used to play this arcade airplane game a lot, and I would always use inverted.
Okay. Doom Princess?
Always inverted across the board.
Wow. Okay.
Backward. Yeah.
I didn't
No,
realize there were so many people. And Zombie, what about you?
I use standard, except for Halo. I would always play inverted.
That's okay. Okay, cool. And let's go around. We'll start with Kelly here. Favorite gaming peripheral brand?
What do you mean, like SteelSeries?
Correct. Your favorite is SteelSeries, Razer, Astro.
I guess I mean I use SteelSeries keyboard and I use a SteelSeries mouse and I have a SteelSeries mouse pad, so
Okay.
I guess SteelSeries, but I don't really have a preference, honestly.
Okay. Doom Princess, what about you?
It's hard to say preference because I have like a Logitech keyboard, a G510 keyboard. I have a Cooler Master Sentinel Storm mouse. So the things that work the best. How about that?
Okay.
As long as it does really well with gaming, then I will be happy.
Okay. Zombie?
I mean, I like my SteelSeries headset, and then I've got a Logitech G500 mouse, and other than that, everything's kind of like random. But I haven't really like. Honestly, I just built my computer last year, and I like used all my money to get everything I possibly could for the actual PC, and so everything else was kind of like whatever I could afford, and then now I'm slowly like buying nicer things and whatever. So I don't really have a preference. I do like the SteelSeries as well, though.
Okay. And little Mamacita?
That's toughy. I like my G400S mouse because it helped me because it had DPI buttons. So I was like I was sniper in tribes. So, but I'm just whatever works and whatever's comfy.
Okay.
I'm good with whatever.
Okay, great. Another random question here. We'll start out with Kelly. Clothing brand of choice.
I don't know, like anything that has Dragon Ball Z on it. I go to like Target and get clothes there. I don't get brands. The most expensive pair of shoes I own are like Chuck Taylors from when I was 16, and that was for a cosplay. I don't know, like I don't really have a favorite brand.
Talking about Chuck Taylor's weird fact. My wife, her great grandmother was the daughter of the owner of Converse. So like she's like so her grandmother is like directly related to Converse. So like her last name is Converse, and within that she kept it. So yeah, just a random fact in there. Nothing to do with the company anymore, just the family line, stuff like that. Doom Princess, clothing brand company of choice.
I shop at the Buckle, so the companies that they allow in their stores, like Miss Me, what's the other brand? Buffalo brand. Affliction, but that's more like guys. I do have like one Affliction shirt, but yeah, whatever's in the Buckle, I love going in there. It's kind of like kryptonite for me. I just go there. I'm like, oh, clothes, I love you.
Okay. Zombie, what about you?
Well, I have a very like eclectic kind of style. Like I've got random stuff from everywhere. So I hate saying that, but it's like people will be like, yeah, it's not that. It's I like buying weird shit. Like I like a lot of things. I don't like to be like wear something preppy. One more. What do you call this? This is kind of like preppy or something, sort of, right? It's like
Plaid.
It's
Yeah.
lumberjack couture. But I just shop everywhere. I do actually just did work out something with Cherry Sauce Clothing. They have nerdy clothes that they send me and then I give to now I run contests.
Yes,
for,
right? Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
giveaways.
Not giveaways, I run contests.
Oh, what
But they
a
have really cool
ridiculous.
stuff. It's like filthy casual. It's kind of cool. It's like I love that.
Okay.
Because I love calling people filthy casual.
Little Mamacita, what about you?
I don't. I'm really little, so it's hard for me to find clothes. So
Okay.
I just go whatever fits me, or I'm slowly
you
starting to wear.
Can you buy little kid clothes?
She goes to Baby Gap.
I have when I used to work at a restaurant, they gave me a uniform that was too big, so I had to go to the kids section to buy like boys. Maybe.
So wait, how tall are you actually?
4'11".
4'11".
Or
So,
5 foot.
She's the tiny little thing. She's fun
Yeah.
size.
okay.
But I'm slowly, because my mom it's always on my case. That she's like, you want to wear t-shirts and boy t-shirts and video game shirts. So I'm slowly starting to wear like skirts and dresses because I don't want to. I spent 30 minutes trying to freaking find pants because it's so hard because I'm so little. So I'm just I whatever. Just give me a dress. I'm too lazy to look for things. But I do.
And we'll do our last question here, and that'll round out the show. Doom Princess, will throw it over to you. God role of choice in Smite.
Role of choice, mid. Yeah, probably mid, just slightly more so than solo lane.
Okay.
But
And will that play into mages as well then? Mages preferably then?
I usually will only rock mid if I can get Aokong or Rock, like literally.
Okay. Okay. Zombie, what about you?
Peebo mid.
Peebo. Okay. So say mages too. Little Mamacita, what about you?
I like playing support roles.
Okay.
Like Mir Sobek.
Awesome. And Kelly?
I don't know. About half a year ago, I would have said support 100%, but now I play everything almost as much as anything. I play a lot of mages, but it could be mid or solo and jungle as well. So I don't know. I guess mid because I'm just baiting ISIS like crazy.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, guys, that'll pretty much round up our show about an hour and 20 minutes, give or take, here or there. I do a Smite roundtable discussion every few months. We do the Smite update show every Sunday. This will be up on YouTube if you guys would like to check out the VOD. If you kind of jumped in late and didn't get to check out the whole thing, I will put the YouTube link in chat if you want to go over there and check out the previous episodes. This will be our 44th episode. Yeah, 44th episode. This one over there, as well as the audio-only version is available. This is very much an audio podcast. There isn't really much to see video-wise. Same thing with the other shows I do. So it is up on iTunes and also on the Android platform. So if you guys want to listen to it on your way to work, when you're at the gym, anything like that, the audio version is available. So look it up. It's just Smite space update when you're looking on iTunes or the Android store. Just with Android, you have to download your favorite podcast app. I use Beyond Pod. So go and check it out if you're interested. Special thanks to everybody that gave us 5-star reviews on the iTunes store. Please keep it up. The Smite Update and Smite Talk, as I said before, are actually listed in the top 2 Smite podcasts out there. There's only 4 from what I found, but the ratings that you guys give the show definitely help out. So please continue to do that. Special thanks to Hi-Rez Studios for hosting this show on their Twitch channel. They don't have to, but I appreciate them allowing me to do this here. And we'll go around the table here. We'll start out with Doom Princess. Where can people find you and or your content?
They can find me on twitch.tv/doomprincess. They can find me and my sister. We have a co-op cosplay thing that we do on facebook.com/PCGamerPrincess. Or they can find me on Twitter, same thing, @PCGamerPrincess.
Okay, awesome. And Zombie, what about you?
I stream multiple times a week, and sometimes I do 24-hour streams on twitch.tv/zombieunicorn or /zombieunicorn or /butttoucher. That's also my link. For some reason.
Okay.
But then I am really most active on Twitter at @thezombieunicorn. And YouTube, I put out videos daily, except for this week because I've been really, really busy. But I usually put out gaming videos or comedy videos every day.
Okay. Okay,
I
great.
think I tried to.
Go ahead. What do you got? Okay. We'll jump over to Little Mamacita.
Oh, hi. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I stream on Tier Monster in the mornings.
Okay.
I stream Monday through Friday on Tier Monster, which is 10 to 1 my time, which is West Coast, but 1 to 4 East Coast time, and then I stream on my channel at night times, and then I stream on this channel, like, after Eagle Octane, bro.
Correct.
And,
You'll be on
yeah,
at
I stream on
10.
the weekends.
Excellent. Sounds good. And Kelly, what about you?
You can all follow me on Twitter at Hi-Rez Kelly, and where I stream here on Smite Game Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. I guess it's daylight time now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes stream periodically on my own personal channel, which is twitch.tv/HelloKellyLink when I'm not busy or tired or just wanting to relax. And besides that, I guess that's it.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and round up the show, guys. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And as you can hear my son in the background going crazy. Thank you guys very much for everyone for joining us tonight. And stay tuned. I'll be back in about 10 minutes or so doing some Smite viewer games until 10 o'clock. And then Little Mamacita will be joining you guys then. So thank you to all the guests for joining us. Hi-Rez for having us. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Bye-bye.